Good morning and welcome to Funfold Friday. So today is Friday, July 7th. And I am coming to you once again from a hotel room. So we are on our way home from our trip to see my family. Josh and I went out to South Dakota. And let's see here. Do I have my... There we go. We went out to South Dakota to see my family. So my dad and my little brother, my sister-in-law, and my three nieces all live in South Dakota. And so we went out there for a week. So that was really fun. So welcome to everybody who's coming in here this morning. So this is our weekly Funfold Friday, where I will show you a Funfold and then you make your version and post it over in the community group. Hi, Pam. Pam, it's actually a decent time of morning for you. It is really early for me. But we are actually heading out from here to go meet one of you. So Holly Paulson lives here in Sioux Falls, and so we're going to go see her after this. So that'll be super fun. Okay, so I am going to put my camera down and we will get started to test and make sure that you guys can see stuff. Let's see here. I think, well, we'll see. I'm kind of watching here from the side to get everything situated. It is a challenge, you guys, to do Facebook Lives from a hotel. From anywhere other than your normal studio, you know? Okay, pardon me for a second while I adjust this live. Okay, I think that'll give me a little bit more height to work with. So, this is the card that we're making today. I am featuring the inked and tiled stamp set. So, as you know, this is the stamp set that we're also featuring in the Card Play online retreat. And so I've just been playing around with it a lot, and I thought it'd be fun to show you guys. So our Funfold today is this right here. So it's going to open both directions, and we're just going to make this today. Yeah, Vesta, it is definitely a learning experience. You never know what your lighting is going to look like, what, you know, options are, even for sitting down somewhere. So it is definitely interesting. So, all right. Hello, Kathy from Illinois. And Doris from Wisconsin, welcome. This is a Midwest show today, isn't it? All right, so okay, honesty, guys. If you had told me to make a card using crushed curry and calypso coral, I would have told you that you're crazy, okay? Just being honest here. That is not a color combination I would have ever put together. So here's the two ink colors. I don't know, to me, these colors don't go together. Oh, here, let's try to be centered. I miss my old phone stand. I might have to start traveling with my other one. But these are the two colors. But then I started looking at this, it's the inked and tiled paper. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's that same paper. But this paper has that color combination. So here you can see crushed curry, calypso coral, petal pink, and Lost Lagoon. And so I would not have thought to put these colors together. And then we're going to pair it with Very Vanilla. Now there is also white in here, so there's both white and vanilla on this paper. Thank you, Tony. It's Inked Botanicals paper. And you actually get a whole pack of this when you register for Card Play. So, but that's where I'm getting my color combination from. Okay, so we're going to start with our background piece, which is, I'm actually doing an opposite color combination from my sample, just to show you how this paper you can really mix and match. So my Calypso Coral is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this is just the background piece. So we want our card to be a standard card size. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then we're going to add our vanilla, which is 4 by 5 1/4. So 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. So we're just gonna stick that on here. There we go. And obviously with these two layers, you're just gonna mix and match with whatever designer series paper you're choosing to use. So for my designer series paper, I am using the flowers here with this on the inside. Let's see here. Such pretty paper. I kind of hate to cover up the flowers. I think I'm going to do it this way. I was just trying to decide here. Oops, sorry. Let me stay on camera. I was just trying to decide which way. If I do it this way, then my flowers are going to be upside down. So yeah, we're going to do it this way. Okay, I should tell you sizes though, huh? So my designer series paper is 5 by 5.5. Okay, so you can kind of see how we've worked our way down. So we have 5.5, 5 1/4, and now this one is 5. So we're looking at 5 wide, 5.5 long. So when you're cutting directionally, make sure you think about that. If your paper that you choose is directional, make sure you're going 5.5 long. And then on that long side, we're going to score at 3 1/4. So your end result, if you think about it, when I have folded this flap, this is now 3 3/4 by 5. So it's just the natural next step down on these layers. You see if I turn that over? So we've got our 4 by 5 1/4 vanilla, and then our 3 3/4 by 5 is what this end result is, okay? So the full measurement, I'll say it one more time, is 5 by 5.5. And you're scoring at 3 3/4. Okay, oops, and you know what? Before I take that, I'm actually going to smooth it down here with my bone folder. And then we'll add our tape. All right. So we'll put our tape here with our flap opening to the bottom. There we go. So our flap opens to the bottom. Look at how pretty that paper is. Now, of course, with this paper, or with this card design, you need to pick a designer series paper where you like both sides of the paper. So on this particular Inked Botanicals piece, oh, you guys are telling me the name of the paper. Thank you. On this particular Inked Botanicals piece of paper, I had to make sure I liked both the front and the back. And when I bring back the sample, I'll show you that again. I liked the front and back of that design too. Okay, then you need a piece of coordinating cardstock. And this cardstock is going to be 4 1/4 by 5.5. So this is 4 1/4 by 5.5. Okay, and we're going to score it at 2 3/4. So it's 5.5 long, 4 1/4 this way. Okay, and we're just scoring that 5.5 side in half. So 2 3/4 is just halfway down the 5.5 inch side. So 4 1/4 by 5.5, and then you're going to score at 2 3/4. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to get this attached. We're going to put that right here in the middle. Okay. All right, now, because this designer series paper is 6 inches long and I cut it down to 5 by 5.5, it means I end up with 2 strips left over. One is a 1/2 inch strip and one is a 1 inch strip. Okay, so these are great for using for decoration in different places. So you'll see how I'm going to kind of mix and match some of those throughout our card. And then we've also cut 2 pieces of vanilla, and both of these are 2.5 by 4. So 2.5 by 4. So the first thing I'm going to do on one of these is I am going to put a strip of designer series paper. And I think I'm going to do the 1/2 inch strip, and I'm going to do the dots. So this is for the inside of my card. So I'm just going to take that 1/2 inch strip and we're going to attach it down here at the bottom of my very vanilla. Okay. that means I need scissors, which are in the container that my stand is on. So bear with me just a second. I'm going to have to lift up my stand because, of course, my scissors are in this container. So this is where I should have called Josh over. He's working on his computer. He's designing some signs that he'll be laser engraving. So, okay, there we go. Try that again. So my snips were in that box. So we're just gonna snip off that edge. And so now I have my inside piece. I'm not gonna be doing any stamping on this, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this one and put it on the inside of my card. So there we've got our piece to write on. Now, depending on how you like to write your cards, how you send cards, you've got some options here. So when you're thinking down the road and you're thinking, well, that's not enough space for me to write on. Well, you can either put another piece of Very Vanilla here, or because this is a lighter color, you could actually write on the crushed curry. But if you have a dark cardstock that you're using for your coordinating color, just stick another piece of your vanilla or white insert, and then you'll have a lot more room to write if you need it. Okay, so then we're going to take our other piece. And this one, I think I'm going to do flower side up. Yeah, I'm going to do flower side up. So I've got this 1-inch strip here. And I'm going to do... No, I'm going to do the bottom part, because the bottom part of this strip has the Calypso Coral and the crushed curry. So I will put some tape there. And we're just gonna stick this here. We're gonna have very minimal waste for this card. There we go. And there we go. I guess you could call it a one-sheet wonder card, because you really have very tiny amount left over. You know, and you could use this somewhere else too if you wanted. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're gonna grab our stamp set. And I'm going to do Happy Birthday, and I need the flower. So I've got that. Oh, do you ever have that tickle in your nose like you're going to sneeze? Oof, oofta. That is where I'm at right now. Okay, so we're going to open our crushed curry and our Calypso Coral. And we'll take a block for that one. And a block for this one. There we go. All right, we'll start with Happy Birthday. I'm gonna get that put in place so I know where my flowers are gonna go. Wow, it doesn't look like there's any ink on there. Let me find a scrap piece of paper. Nope, I've got ink on there. That Calypso, or the crushed curry, is just inking my stamp so lightly. All right, so we've got our Happy Birthday. And then I will also do a crushed curry flower. And we'll put that up here in the opposite corner. Okay, so I'm gonna close that. So we're not mixing up our colors or putting my hand in ink. And then my chamois, I gotta clean this off because we're gonna switch colors for the flower. All right. Now, I'm just gonna make sure, I don't normally stamp off once I've done the chamois, but because I'm switching colors, I wanted to make sure that stamp wasn't wet. Okay, oh yeah, that looks really good. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of these, and I'm gonna put it like right here. And then I'm gonna take another one, and we're gonna stamp it right there. So we've got 3 flowers in different colors. Okay, so then I can take that and I can add this to my card front. And then we're also going to do some of these brushed metallic dots. So you get a package of these when you register for card play as well. So you'll be able to make this entire card if you register for card play, because you will get all of the supplies you need for making this card. Okay, so I'm going to stick the larger size of this one here. I'm going to put those in the middle of each flower. Okay, so we got that. Put that, and here we go. We have our fun fold. So it opens to the top and it opens to the bottom. Now, if you're, I was thinking of another option. If your designer series paper was light enough, you could also stamp like something right here for people to see before they open it this way. So let me bring back the sample, because you'll see how it's the opposite color combination. Because what I did was I took half a sheet of each color. So a half a sheet of crushed curry and a half a sheet of Calypso coral, and I was able to get these two cards because I just opposited. I made them opposite. So this way, you know, I could just switch. So I switched the designer series paper. So on my sample, you can see it's the kind of flower splotches there. And I like the crushed curry that was on the other side, so that worked with it. And then this one has those same flower splotches, but it has the taller flowers on the other side. So really, really beautiful designer series paper that we have here. All right, you guys, that is our fun fold for today. So here's what happens, because I love giving away gifts. You can make your own version, use your own supplies, whatever paper, stamps, you know, you want to, and then post your version of this fold over in the Handcrafted Blessings Community group. And every Friday I pick somebody as a winner from the previous fun fold. So I forgot to post this morning the winner, so I'm going to go do that right now. I will post the winner of Fun Fold Friday from last week, and I will post this card so that you can be entered to win a prize. So make your own version of this card and post it for us. We'd love to see what you come up with. So, all right, well, that's it for me. I am headed out to meet one of you guys for coffee, and then we are heading home today. So time to do laundry and enjoy sleeping in my own bed. All right, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in for Fun Fold Friday, and I'll see you again soon.